Well, hello, hello. Happy Thursday. Thank you for joining us once more for this unique career spotlight. I'm Laura Torres with Blue Star Careers. And this is a very special segment, one of our favorites here, but we are welcoming 2022 since we hadn't done one so far this year with a very, very inspiring career spotlight, one that you have not heard out there for a while or ever probably in the military spouse community. So like I said, these are unique career spotlights, military spouses that we bring you extra spotlight on their career, the uniqueness, so that you yourself, military spouses, our community or spouse force members can get inspired and rethink about how you approach your career trajectory. And so, but first I want to acknowledge those of you who are supporting us out there. Please tell us where you are. We're on LinkedIn Live. We're also on our Spouse First community group. So thank you so much, Mary. Thank you, Terry. And also, I think Priscilla, it's on right now as well, commenting. So thank you so much for all of that support, as well as please tag other military spouses, as we like to say it here, pay it forward. So those who are looking for a career trajectory and have a very unique sort of a skill can find themselves sort of problem solving through the challenges, and are happy to support. But first, and finally, with all the rambling of introduction, let me welcome our guest, E'Beth Goad, who is an incredible person out in our community. If you don't know her yet, she has a very special career trajectory, and I'm so glad and so inspired and so thankful that she took out of her busy schedule time to come and tell us all about it. So thank you, E'Beth. I'm so sorry. How are you today? Welcome. Tell us all about you.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited to be here, Laura. Thank you so much for having me. And it's so good to see you. So I am delighted to be here. My history is that I am a military spouse of almost 24 years. I have been married to the Navy for that long. And my sweet husband, who actually is my college sweetheart, who I've been together with for longer than that, almost 30 years. So anyway, yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you. You said 21, 24 years, right?
Almost 24 years in August.
24. Oh, wow. 24 years. Your Navy trajectory, your career, your experience, I imagine you must have seen so many wonderful places, communities, and you also probably perhaps were experiencing also different career paths through all of those communities, correct?
Yes. So we've moved 17 times over the course of those years, getting ready for move number 18 this summer. So we just keep going. And, my career has definitely evolved over the years. When we first got married, I was a litigation adjuster in the insurance industry. So things certainly have changed. I began my new unique career in my 40s. I started my own career path. So should I launch on into that?
Wow, that is 18 moves. Well, lady, I thought I had it bad when we got to San Diego and after moving all these deployments, but my hat goes off to, to some of you guys who have moved, duplicated and continue to experience all these challenging situations. But yet I'm sure you're loving the life as well, the experience of being of service and supporting your service member. Now, you mentioned your career was in litigation and in insurance and all those things. And so how did you ended up doing this very unique career track that you have right now? And you also mentioned, doing it after your 40s. So tell us about your career, your unique career, and how did you get here?
So as you probably can gather from my background, I do something in fashion. So I'm a personal wardrobe stylist. And what I do is I work with women to teach them how to look and feel like $1,000,000. But we do it without breaking the bank. So we do it often by shopping their own closets. And my goal is to teach them how to feel confident in their wardrobe so that they can go out and do all the amazing things that they're meant to do. And the way that I arrived at this was that I got tired and worn down by corporate America. I started over so many times and I just never could get back to where I where I started at the top of the game. And so I had decided at one point to parlay my skill set from the litigation world into becoming a paralegal. And I was getting my certification, and some folks said, "Why aren't you doing this fashion thing?" And so I thought, you know what, maybe it's time. So I decided to do some training, and I got involved with a training program that Stacey London, who you may recognize from the show What Not to Wear, was doing. And so I did my initial training with her and ventured out on my own and started my own business.
Wow, that is incredible. So can I say you are our millennials fashionista, right? So where's the paparazzi here? Where's the
Right, right.
paparazzi? Then we'll definitely need you right there on the red carpet. This is really incredible. And I can see why moving 17, 18 times could have just, eventually just worn you out career-wise completely, and especially in the finance and insurance business and litigation and law and all those things, because I think a difference of what we're going on right now, remote work in your kind of industry was not as common back then. So
No.
it couldn't travel with you. So you had to start all over again, and to have to start over and over 15 different times, that would have just, yeah, that would have drained me big time. So, but I'm glad that you saw purpose in a new format. And
Mhm.
so you make us look like $1 million. So how do you do this? How do you, what does like a day-to-day for you as a fashionista looks like for you, for a
Well,
wardrobe specialist?
when I'm working with a client, for instance, I get together with them one on one. And if I'm working with them in person, now the pandemic has changed things a little bit, but if
Of
I'm
course.
working with them in person, then we get together and we go through their wardrobe. I help them weed out their wardrobe of items that are no longer serving them. And then we shop their closet, and I teach them how to put things together in a way that is comfortable for them and their body type. And then we determine what pieces are missing and add those back in. Now, with COVID and having to make that pivot, I went to a virtual format. And so now I work with clients one on one. I've had to incorporate some other platforms so that I can provide a virtual closet for them now. And so I've done some changes in my program, but it's great because it's a portable career. It's something that I can turn on and turn off when I need to. And so I'm able to support my spouse and be present for when I need to be there for him, or for my sanity when I need to slow things down and do other things. So yeah, it's great.
I I love it, and I love that you've been able also to pivot with COVID. I mean, if anything that, obviously military spouses were known for is to completely shift, change gears, operate, and designate, right? It's like move
Yeah,
forward, right? Operations, that's where logistical managers big time. But definitely you yourself being able to transition into the new norm,
mhm,
apply tools, learn new tools, and to
mhm.
still service the community. That's fantastic. Now, I can see your service being really, really, I was just thinking when you were describing being so well needed within maybe perhaps the service member or the military spouse or the service member, female veterans who
Mhm.
perhaps are always wearing, like I know Hector, when he was transitioning and he had a terrible fight trying to figure out what to wear. And he would always wear the same t-shirt, the same color, same everything all the time. And I know sometimes he would get so frustrated, and he would say, that's it, I'm going shopping. I'm going to go buy myself some khakis. I'm going to go buy myself some dress clothes. And then we'll be like, well, where are you going to wear them?
Right.
Right? Where are you going to wear it? Because we don't have that sort of a stylish sort of mindset to figure it out, where the proper garment or the proper clothing that we can wear to each occasion and that kind of thing. And of course, we didn't have the activities to go and to make up for it. But that's probably a really good support that you can provide for service members or anyone who's been under a specific sort of a uniform, just a specific sort of trait for so
Right.
many years, and it must be really hard to adjust and try to find your style, right?
Absolutely. Well, it definitely is. I know for transitioning service members that when they have been without, but think about the everyday spouse. Think about
Yes.
think about the mom who's been staying at home and wearing the t-shirt and the yoga pants and the, that sort of thing, and has gotten
Which
into,
are so comfortable, by the way, especially when you
yes,
work remotely, but you have to
yes,
push yourself out of it.
but you do at some point. You have to get yourself out of it. So, we all are. We all find those areas that that kind of hold us back, and so it's a matter of kind of like refocusing and realigning what our new vision is, and to step into that. And so, what I do is I help to make that happen, to help that come into play. So I take the overwhelm out of it.
Yeah, and I can see how it could be very overwhelming trying to reconnect to yourself, to a specific style when you are job searching, especially if you've been out of the job search for a while and you're trying to re-engage, what works, what doesn't work. Like I remember my own sort of a career struggle at the beginning after I had my two younger kids, and then I was out of the market for a while and trying to fit into the pants, or is it now I'm still used or accustomed to wear the mini skirt or no mini skirt, the long skirt, the slacks or no slacks, the t-shirt, all those things that you hear or you read, but maybe perhaps because you've been locked up for 2 to 3 years in your own routine, you don't experience and you don't follow, you don't keep up with that. So I can see how overwhelming it would be, right?
Right, absolutely. And I mean, the reality is that again, with the pandemic, for instance, our idea of what dressing means has changed. I mean, what is casual versus professional dress has changed, or event dressing has changed, because our lives have changed. So you need somebody who has stayed up on top of that to know.
So I'm going to put you on the spot here from
Uh-oh.
an exercise that we did back in San Diego when we first met, and you collaborated with us in this incredible career chat that we had here. But also, some members of the audience, some of the questions that might be going through their mind. What should I wear? What is most accustomed nowadays? Maybe through a virtual interview. How can you prep us? Just a quick little tip that we can all do to make us more presentable virtually, perhaps, because it's a new thing to conduct, to perform well in an interview. What can we do? How can we?
Sure. Well, you definitely want to put your best foot forward, and I think a lot of times we think we want to wear the black suit with the white shirt and that sort of thing, and it's okay to infuse a little bit of color now. It's okay to infuse a little bit of personality now. So why not consider adding a scarf with a little bit of color or personality to it. Now, I will tell you that this holds true. I told you this then, and it holds true now. The color blue, actually the color of the Blue Star Family logo is a really great color. Sort of that indigo blue or vibrant blue is the most memorable color. So if you were to wear a dress or a suiting top or a sweater, that color, it actually is something that an interviewer will remember. So as long as you are confident, you have a smile, and you're approachable, and you answer your questions in an intelligent manner, they will remember you. And so that's a little tip for you. So
Great. Thank you. That's so you heard it here. Indigo blue, and we'll shade different color. We'll share with you different colors, and maybe I'll start wearing a few things. I was reading last week this funny facts or wacky facts. Actually, it's a website. It's an actual website out there. And Wednesdays is supposed to be the day that you, as if you're already working, that you can propose to your employer a raise and new sort of just a new proposal for job updates or things like that. And I remember I was thinking, I was like, oh, this is fun. I wonder if it actually works. And so we're definitely going to put, if anybody out there puts in place the color and adapts it into any future job interviews, please tell us, post it on Spouse First, and tell us how you feel, if that, how that makes you feel. positive post, please. That's all we always attract. If you have something to say nice, say it. Otherwise, please don't tell us. We don't want to know. But do tell us in a private manner, of course. But thank you for that tip, E'Beth, because that is such a wonderful thing, especially now, again, it's all these hectic and now new challenges, the virtual, the interviewing. A lot of us, especially the more seasoned spouses, we're accustomed, we're used to going in person and doing the interviewing in person, and a lot of employers don't do that anymore. So knowing great tools and tips to adapt so that you can make a good impression virtually as well is essential. It's great. Thank you for sharing that. Now, I want to now also put you in another spot and ask you, what's next for you? How can we all support you in the military community? Now, so that we're getting close to our time to wrap up. And I know you're a very busy woman. We want to make sure that you continue to spread your fashionista sparkle out there through all of our community. So what's next for you, and how can we all support you?
Thank you. Well, I would love for you to follow along. So please come over to Instagram and join me there. I have a newsletter, so I would love for you to sign up for my newsletter, and that way you can hear about all my new offerings. So I am working. I'm just moving forward. So I have some exciting things in the pipeline coming up that I'm not quite ready to share yet, but will be announced soon. So
great. We're definitely going to follow and stay on track of your career updates, as well as your services and everything else that is going on to do that. So thank you. And definitely going to put up here, if you notice, I put up E'Beth's contact as well as her website and her Instagram link, so that you all can follow, as well as you can find her on Facebook and LinkedIn and all the social media platforms. And then just follow and support other spouses and support all of us. We're all in this together, and what an incredible journey and career trajectory, and most importantly, a unique career that E'Beth has been able to relaunch and redesign for her own her own path and for her own sort of well-being, if I may say so, right?
Yes, absolutely.
By the way, you look fabulous. If I may say, what we might ask you, who are you wearing?
What am I wearing?
Is there such thing?
Who am I wearing?
Who are you wearing?
It's so comfortable. It's a blazer, but it's a knit blazer. So it's like wearing sweatpants, but it's put together.
Yeah, but it is beautiful put together. So that's why you are our wardrobe specialist, because you look fabulous all together. So thank you so much, E'Beth. Thank you so much for your time. Is there anything else you can share with our community? Any tips, tricks, or any motivation before we move on?
I would just say, please don't hesitate. If you have a passion that you want to pursue, don't be afraid to do it. Don't let fear hold you back. And if anybody is interested in knowing more about how I got started or what I'm doing, I would be more than happy to talk to you. So I just put that out there. Feel free to reach out to me.
Perfect. Thank you. And again, her contact is right there on the spot. So be sure that you connect with E'Beth again, and just follow and continue to grow your network, because that's what it's all here. All Miss Spouses all here together. And we're all here to support each other. So thank you so much. Thank you for you on Facebook, on our Spouse First Virtual community for supporting, as well as on LinkedIn. If you are a partner or someone out there, thank you so much for supporting and for continuing to share this. There will be another unique career spotlight in 2 weeks, and so we're resuming these. So make sure that you follow, so you can learn all about military spouses who are drafting their own career trajectory. But you yourself, if you have a very unique career as well and you would like to share it, please reach out to us. We'd love to spotlight you, share the love, and most importantly, just support you overall to continue to grow as a community. So thank you so much, E'Beth. Have a great rest of your day.
You as well. Take care.